And what's going on, guys? Never JP here, and I'm back with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the brand new treasure map Komurasaki and what teams I'm going to be running. And then I'm going to tell you guys some characters you can use if you don't have the exact teams that I can use in general. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the first boss we're going to be looking at is going to be the Ambush boss, which is going to be against Orochi. And Orochi is going to be a Dex character. And for this team, we're going to be bringing the brand new Sangoro Friend Captain, Legend Roger, the brand new Inu, and the brand new Rayleigh, the treasure map Garp, and we're also going to be bringing Legend Odin. So the main things that we want to focus on with this team is that on the second stage, we're going to get full board of badly matching orbs. We're going to get 3 turns of attack down, 5 turns of threshold damage reduction. And on the final boss, we're going to get block orbs, 4 turns of a 1.1x chain lock, and our middle row is going to get a 1-turn great orb block, similar to what happens to you on Raid Carrot. So just keep that in mind, that your middle row gets locked with the 1-turn great. So don't put your strength characters there. And yeah, so what we plan to do with this team for the badly matching orbs, we plan to use Garp. If you don't want to use Garp for this stage, because he's nice for the Kyoshiro fight, but I would personally recommend him for the Orochi and Komurasaki fight, just because he's a 1.4x booster and he works really well for both second to last stages. So I personally would recommend using him here. But if you don't want to use Garp and want to use another characters, you have plenty of options to remove those badly matching orbs. You have Inu, who does only one side, I believe it's the left side, and Neko was the right side, I think, something like that. Hina removes, changes all your badly matching orbs to matching orbs, which is great. We have Drake. Vivi would also be a great option, but I personally would say Vivi if you are using her for the stage 3, because she works really well on there if you don't have the Friend Captain Sangoro or you don't have another chain lock remover, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Kid would also be nice there. We have these legends versus Kaido Big Mom, Blackbeard would be great, and all these other free-to-play characters would be really nice for taking out those badly matching orbs. But the main thing that I'm using Garp for is because he changes the badly matching orbs to Sai and Meat orbs, which would be beneficial for our whole crew. And he's also going to give us a 1.75x attack boost, which will be pretty great. And then I'm also planning to add the Sai Kobe rare recruit support on him as well, which will remove 3 turns of attack down for us, so we don't have to use our Inu special at all, which saves us a lot of time, which was really great. So if you want to bring someone that removes attack down, if you don't have Inu or if you don't have that support Kobe, you have plenty of options. We have the Frank Nosuke, which would probably be one of the better options. We have the brand new Komurasaki TM character, so you can put her on as soon as you get her. Or basically, we have the Jack recruit, which is really great. He also gives an orb boost, so it could be really nice for you as well on that second stage. We have Sabo, who also makes all of our color orbs beneficial for Sai and Strength and Dex characters, so if you have any of those colors on your team, and you also get a 1.75x color affinity boost, which will be really nice. And then this Drake is also really nice. He's the PvP one, and he will give you he will remove 3 turns of attack down. He will also do 3 turns of the additional damage bonus thing as well, and it'll also give you adjacent matching orbs, which is really nice for that second turn. And then for the threshold damage reduction, I'm planning to use Rayleigh, because one, he removes all 5 turns, and then he also is going to give us a color affinity boost. But if you don't want to use Rayleigh, or you don't have Rayleigh, you can use these characters instead. I personally would recommend between Zoro, you might have to stall 1 stage, or depending on if it gets removed in 5 turns, or if it's just like 5 turns and it goes down to 4 or 6, you might have to stall 1 turn. But Zoro is really great, especially because he's a strength character. Bonnie removes 5 turns of it. Brook removes 5 turns of it if you have his double special max. We also have characters like Morley, who removes 5 turns of it. Kyoshiro Hawkins, who removes 5 turns of it. Drake removes 3 turns of it. Yeah, 3 turns of it, so if you pair him up with another character, that would work. And then this Otama also removes 5 turns of it, and then I believe she also changes badly matching orbs to RCV orbs, which was really great for you guys, and also gives a strength color affinity boost for your strength characters, which is really great. And then other characters that you can use for this that work. So for the block orbs, if you aren't using Roger yourself and you aren't using like a friend captain Sangoro, you can always use Roger friend captain and use his super type ability to get rid of the block orbs. But if you want to get rid of the chain down, there are a couple options you can use if you aren't using Sangoro. So this Leo that came out with VV Becca V2 is really great, removes 5 turns of the chain lock. This VV, the TM1, as I recommended earlier for stage 3, it's really great for it. She also gives you adjacent meat orbs, gives you a 2x attack boost, and also removes 6 turns of it if you use her double special, which is really nice. We have this Judge who removes 5 turns of it and also gives a 2x color affinity boost, which is really nice. This Senior Pink also would work as well. He removes 3 turns of it, so you would have to stall 1 turn, but besides that, he works really well for that stage, especially since he's a strength character. And going on to our next boss. The next boss we're going to be looking at is going to be the final boss, which is Komurasaki. And on stage 4, she's going to give us, or whoever the mini boss is, we're going to get empty orbs. And for this, I plan to use Garp again. He's going to give us Psy and meat orbs, like I mentioned before, and the 1.75x attack boost, which is really great for me for that stage. But other characters you can use to change those empty orbs. Inu changes one side into matching orbs, which is pretty great. Again, Hina's also great. All of these other characters that I mentioned before for changing orbs would all work here. There's going to be 5 turns of despair, so if you aren't using a friend captain Roger or Roger yourself, you can bring like the Arena Frankie or Onami Shinobu. You can bring King, Nico Robin, or Kyoshiro Hawkins. Hawkins removes 5 turns. King removes 5 turns. I don't believe this Robin does, but she removes 3 turns, but you can put like a support on her to remove the other 2 turns. This Frankie removes 4 turns, so with supports or with just having sockets, I believe you should remove all 5 turns of that despair, which is really nice. And on the final boss, we're going to get paralysis, so that's why I'm bringing my Shiramanshiri. This Sangoro will also work on removing the paralysis as well. TM Jinbei also works. Inu again also works for this stage, so if you have Inu, he works really well here. Kyoshiro Hawkins is also a really great call for stage 3. This Nami and then this Nico Robin. You can put the Barto support on Nico Robin and she'll remove additional turns of paralysis. And then for orbs being treated as badly matching our color orbs, we're going to use Odin Swano orbs to take care of that for us. But if you don't have Odin yourself, of course, there's plenty of characters you can use. You can use this Capone and Pez, who, if you pop their special on the stage before, they'll make the type orb that the captain has beneficial for all characters for 3 turns. So if you pop that right before, you're gonna have that color boost, and then your color orbs won't be treated as badly matching. We also have this runner Zoro who also does that, but he makes RGB and T&D orbs beneficial for slasher characters, but it would negate the effect that gets applied, so really great for that. I know there's a couple 2-turn boosters, like who is it? There's a couple 2-turn or beneficial boosters that work, but I'm not 100% sure like when that debuff gets applied to you, so I'm not 100% sure if it will work. If it's applied immediately, then yeah, it could potentially work for you instead of using one of the 3-turn ones like Capone and Zoro, but if not, those would probably be the best options, or using Odin, Friend Captain yourself. So next up, we're going to be going against the Queen boss, who's going to be one of the easier bosses. We're going to get 10 turns of chain down throughout the whole stage, and then there's going to be delay immunity, so you don't have to worry about that. And then when we kill him, he's going to hit us for 10,000 damage. So what I'm using is basically the super type Luffy's, the super type Sanji, Zoro, and Robin, and then Smoothie Oven. Smoothie Oven with their swap ability should clear all the previous stages relatively easily, and then when we get to the final boss, we can always pop Sanji for his chain lock, Smoothie Oven for their orb boost, unless you want to use Zoro, Luffy for their attack boost, and then if we use the V2 Drake ship, the V2 Capone ship or the Liberal Heim, we should have easily more than 10,000 HP, so we should be able to tank that 10k hit relatively easily. And if you don't feel that safe, you can always put like the Kizuna Barto support on Luffy and then pop that, so you get a 50% damage reduction, so you'll be able to tank that hit way easier. Against XDrake, we're going to get on the final stage block orbs, and characters that remove block orbs include Hina versus Kaido versus Big Mom. Blackbeard would be a really great call for it. These raids and those Fortnite characters. In my case, I'm going to be using Capone and Pez, which are the best option because they're a 1.35x booster. We're going to get paralysis as well, so they want you to use Onami and Orabi, which is really great for this stage. Also gives us 2x color affinity, 2x orb boost for our Cerebral characters, or is it Dex characters? I don't remember. 2x orb boost for all characters, which is pretty great. And then there's also this Robin, if you want to use her, this Hawkins, this Nami, plenty of characters you can use to remove paralysis. Inu comes back again. And all these other characters don't really matter. I'll just focus this team to be like a Dex oriented team, and then with your highest point boosters, and you should succeed really well against XDrake. Against page 1, and he's going to hit us for a 50% HP cut. There's going to be 4 turns of percent damage reduction, 4 turns of resilience, and 4 turns of increased defense. And the great thing about this is if we use the V2 Capone ship, Hawkins is going to take care of all of this for us, because if we get more than 10,000 damage taken, he's going to remove threshold damage reduction for 5 turns. He already removes 4 turns of percent damage reduction, resilience, and increased damage reduction. So as long as we have a ship such as like the V2 Capone ship or another HP boosting ship, we should easily get more than our 50% of our HP removed, which is really easy, and then we'll be able to just do all of that with just Hawkins special. If you don't have Hawkins, however, you can always use these characters. The Neptune from the Vivi Rebecca batch, really nice. This Queen's really great. Rob Lucci, if you have quick or ink characters primarily, he'll remove it as well. This Kuma works as well. Magellan, and then this free-to-play Frankie works. For resilience, if you don't want to use Hawkins for that as well, you have this Brooke, this Morley, and yeah, those are all your options in that case. And then for increased defense, we have this Frankie, who removes 4 turns of it. Akainu V3, which works really well on this stage, and then we have Morley, who also works really well for this. So plenty of options that you have for this stage. And then the final boss we're going to be looking at is going to be, again, Kyoshiro, and he's going to special rewind our left column. So all of these characters right here are going to get special rewind. There's going to be silence on our crew. So characters that you can use to remove the silence include, besides Komurasaki, you can use King, this Soul King, which is really great, and then this Usopp, which works really well. And then, of course, you can use the brand new Luffy and the brand new Jinbei. And then we're going to get blindness for 99 turns. Is there any characters that are really great for this? Oh, if you have Crocus, works really well, but on my team it wouldn't work because for Sanji you need 6 fighters, so Crocus wouldn't be a good fit for me. But if you want to use like Captain Luffy Taro instead of double Luffy Taro Captain, who's a 3x Captain, will work really well. But I'm just planning to use Sanji for now, and then maybe I might switch to Luffy Taro, but I also don't have Crocus, so I wouldn't be able to use him. This King also removes blindness as well, and then this Sanji also removes blindness. So if you, and this Shiroshi Manchur also removes blindness. So mostly focus around Crocus on this stage, but with this team you should be able to clear it relatively easily. But yeah, these are my team for TM Komurasaki. Good luck to you guys on playing Komurasaki, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.